right. How are we all? So I can see obviously the comments that you guys have made. Sorry, I forgot to turn on this light here. That's better. Look at that. Look at my shiny head. Anyway, $50 to see him if he gets Trader Cobb shaved into his head for his next video. Oh. Disinfection, I think your name. Disintention, your name is, I think. Are you going to transfer that to me personally? I'd need a bit more than that, in all honesty. I need a bit more than that. How are you, James? How's my hair looking? You be the judge, Muni. You be the judge. Bitcoin cracked 50k. Cancel the video. Done. All right. See you guys. Bye-bye. No, we're not doing that. I hope you're all well. How are you, Ray? Not much more, I reckon, than $50. Hey, Winston. How are you? All right. Anyway, let's get into it. So, Bitcoin has, as we are live right now, cracked 50,000 US dollars. Which is a plus if you hold Bitcoin, and it's usually a plus for the market in general. When Bitcoin runs, we all know that the market tends to follow, and you know, it tends if Bitcoin starts to increase in value, you know, those trends start to come back. If you aren't exactly sure what a trend is or what a good trend looks like, head over to www.tradercobb.com. And we have free courses. Do them if you like them. You know, you're more than welcome to pay for the paid courses and head on over to that. Now, there's also a community that we have over there that I found extremely beneficial when I first started trading. It's very good to be able to like bounce ideas back and forth with one another, and also speak to people that trade the same strategies as you. Anyway, let's have a look-see at Bitcoin. Look, the 1 hour is starting to shape up a bit, and although there is nothing here, I always do a breakdown of Bitcoin. Really, yeah, it's a little bit messy. It's starting to provide us with something, but yeah, nothing as of yet. If it pushes on, you know, wouldn't be too crazy to go down the time frames and see if anything's happening there, but yeah, devious intention, I'll personally send it to you via XRP. I only accept Dogecoin, thank you. All right, nothing on Bitcoin. I'll cap off before I just move on. Nothing on Bitcoin as it stands. I really want to see how it reacts to this level of 50k. We kind of we sold off last time we hit 50k. Let's see if we bust through it. We do have divergence here on this daily time frame, but the lowers are showing us convergence. All right, Ethereum looks pretty damn good. So we broke that level of around 3,300 US or 3,360 US dollars, and now we're just pulling back. These lower time frames could give us something, but there isn't anything ready right now. I'm just waiting. It's in my list, waiting to see what happens. What shall I expect? Well, you could expect a pullback. Potentially to look, it's a little bit deep. That's the only issue there. I was going to say the 50%, but it's a tad deep, the 50%. Still, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch, see how Ethereum plays out. And yeah, that's why it's in the list. The 2 or the 4 hour could provide us with something. That's for sure. Went long Doge today. Elon owes us some tweets in our favor. He better deliver. Damn right. He damn right. So Cardano broke this level that I mentioned to you all last night during my top 10. And it seems to have broken it pretty decisively, so that's a good sign. It's sitting around $3 right now at this stage. Pull back into that level would be optimal. You know, we love our levels and we love our pullbacks. You know, it looks, so the level looks a little, yeah, that's about right there. I'll go with that. I'm happier to put that in than that. Anyway, it's basically the same level, and you have $3 roundabout there anyway. It's not a perfect confluence of events, and it probably wouldn't meet the criteria for a booster, but would be nice to see it pull back down into this level with $3 in there as well. Would love to see that. Do we have another one? Another cluster? Look, it's looking pretty good around that level there. Smack bang on that level. That looks pretty good. Let's hope it pulls back. Let's hope it pulls back. That's all we can hope for, really. Yeah. Trends also on the 2 hour. I like the look of Cardano, but needs to pull back. So don't want to jump the gun yet. So I had this in my list, or have this in my list, and I think it may be for the 8. Yeah. Let's just, before I jump the gun. Look, it's not the best looking chart. Watching this on the 8, I want to see what this does. If it pulls back, you know, the daily looks okay. We have a trend, which is what we need to trade. $3.88, 50k BTC. Where's our 4k ETH? 100%. Where you at, ETH? Where are you at? Pull your socks up, mate. Pull your socks up, please. I asked nice. I said please. Just cap off. Waiting for a pullback here on the 8. The reason why I don't say the 4 is just how this pullback looks. I can be quite picky, but it's just how I am, and it's how I trade, really. So, what are we looking at here? We are looking at DeFi, I believe it's called. And I think I was looking at it on the, oh god, it might have already went. Yeah, okay, I was looking at it around here. It's kind of already gone now. If it pulls, like if that fails and it pulls back on the 4, that would be the time frame of interest, really. Not much to see, just waiting and seeing what it's going to do. Chainlink, why don't I have this in my list? I think it was for the 2, but it looks like it may pop off. Yeah, it would have been for that. I want to see what this does. It hasn't really pulled back enough for me. Not to say that it won't push on, that's for sure. But yes. Did I get SUSHIPERP yesterday? I did not. I had to see my girlfriend after, I'll be honest. And I went to her place. I couldn't, unfortunately, I can't bring my laptop, alright? Or I can't bring my PC, alright? So, it is what it is. Alright, without diverging from the subject too much, would have to see what happens with the 2 hour here. If it goes on, then I'll go lower. If it pulls back, I'll assess where it is on the 2. If it pulls back further, then we'll see where it is on the 4 and so forth, you know. So the second one that the second last one that I'm looking at right now is RENPERP. Okie doke. I would love to see a pullback into the cradle zone here on the 2. 2 hour. I would love to see a pullback into the cradle zone here on the 2. 2 hour. 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 2 hour and to the 50% fib, or the 0.5 fib level. You know, the 2 hour looks all right. 4 hour, I like the look of that too. It's quite extended. Let's be honest here. It is quite extended on the 4. Doesn't mean that I won't push on though. One to watch. One to watch indeed. So, last but not least, let's have a look at Sushi. The time frame of interest for me here is a 2. This is a nice looking trend here. It looks like it's the start of something. We have a level. I'm just checking for a level of resistance here that'll stop us. Nothing. 4 hour looks all right. I'll give it that. If you guys have any questions as well, please don't be afraid to ask. I'm more than happy to answer whatever. I'm happy to check out any charts that you guys have. Thoughts on Cardano? Well, Logan, I went through that, but because I'm a top bloke, I'll go through that again for you. All right. Cardano was my favorite one. It was my favorite looking chart, and I'll explain to you why. Just quickly, just so I'm not boring everybody else. Have this old level. We have $3, and we have another cluster. That looks pretty good to me. No, you're right. You're right. I'm more than happy to go into it. I hope that you could tell from my tone that I was just mucking around. FTM 4 hour. Anyway, long story short, Logan, looks pretty good on the 1. And you know, if it were to, I have to see the one looks the best at this stage. If it pulls back. Hey Sam, just to say hi. Hey mate, how are you? All right. FTM. Perp. Would you take that as a fib or a cradle? All right. You will have to assess against the rules, really. If, in terms of lower term timeframes, I prefer to take the booster, just because you have a larger stop, and on the lower timeframes, it can tend to get a little bit erratic. If you aren't 100% sure what I'm talking about, head over to the website, www.tradercobb.com. Winston knows this one. Go over, do the free courses. And if you want to know more about what I'm talking about in exact depth and get the strategies, then buy the paid courses. So yeah, all right. 1 hour is a high time frame. Me and Winston could go back and forth. All day. Yeah, see, I'm a boomer in a young person's body. I don't like trading. Not that I don't like it. It's not suited to my lifestyle to trade anything lower than the 1 or the 30. All right. FTM. I didn't forget you, Space Hunter. I didn't forget you at all. FTM. 4 hour. It's not one for me. Trend is a little bit erratic, and we're also divergent as it is. Okie doke. What else we got? What else do we have? Dot 4 hour. I feel like a DJ taking song requests. Anyone want to request a song? I'm happy to play one. All right. Dot 4 hour. I see what you mean. It just hasn't pushed on far enough for me as it is right now. How does the 2 look? We're flat. Too divergent, really. So not one for me, to tell you the truth. Just a bit of banter going on in the chat. Winston, 1 hour is a 20x chart to Winston from the 5. Uh, Here we go. Almost missed ya. Perp. Okay. Alright, Roku. Yeah, I see what you're saying here with this. I assume you're talking about on the 4. It's just a tad erratic, like, but we do have trend. I just personally like to stay away from these ones. Reason being is we just saw a massive move. Are we extended on the, not that extended on the 8 anyway, as it is right now. That's up to your discretion. If the rules are met, you know, and it fits your criteria, you know what to do. Alright, bloody Winston. Oh, anyone like AMP here? AMP. Oh. Is there a perp contract? I don't know. I don't know. I assume it's AMP. I don't know. Here, ample perp. Here we go. Just a little bit too, well, no real trend set in. It's a little bit spiky. Don't really want to get caught in something like that. Anyway, no problem, Roku. No problem. I think that is it. Do you guys have any, guys and girls, have any more questions? Happy to hang around for a tad. I don't think it's on what you're on. True. It's on Coinbase. All right. Is it AMP USD? Is that what you're talking about? I hope so. Nonetheless, not really an attractive looking chart as it stands. But yeah. Anyway, that's it from me now. I hope you all enjoyed it and found some value out of it. And I'll see you next time.